Yo, welcome rivals to the Advanced Punisher Guide, a menace for Season 2. He did not got hit by any nerfs, and some characters that were stronger than him did get nerfed, so he actually is jumped up all the way to S tier in my opinion. And in this guide we're going to take a look on the pros and the cons of the character, how to navigate around them, when to pick him, when you should maybe rather switch it up. We're going to go over all gameplay strategies, how to position yourself properly, and then we're finishing off with a lot of hidden techs that are actually not described in the game, but work wonders and make you a way better player. So let's jump right in. Punisher, as every hero, has some weaknesses, but what I feel is special on him is that with good communication and practice you can overcome them, as he has a really high skill ceiling when it comes to handling dives. It's a must-have to have an activated team up and that you play non-ego. Peeling for your team is essential on the value of the Punisher, so having really good positioning is a must-have. Now let's take a look on the pro side. It's in my opinion the easiest hero in the game to pick up and learn on a casual level. As you progress and get better and better, it's a serious S-tier duelist that can achieve the highest DPS out of all heroes, which makes him feared by almost all tanks as he can just melt through them, and since this is not scary enough, he has his shotgun and in 5 meter range he can one-shot squishies with a headshot, allowing for no counterplay at all. To unleash his full power you need to know exactly when to pick him and when to rather switch to a different hero or role. In Season 2, Punisher has 4 counters that can make his life miserable if the enemies masters these heroes. The first on the list is the mildest counter, I would say, and that's Squirrel Girl. Her high damage explosions make it easy to get you out of the turret or just lock you into a position you don't want to be in, because her acorns that she's shooting can bounce off walls. Next is Captain America. The only tank Punisher is not good against due to his combination of dive and shielding, but the shield actually bounces the bullets off, making him a target you actually don't want to deal with at all. But if you don't, he will cause mayhem in your backline. Also, a good captain in the enemy's team will mean you will get zero value out of your turrets, as he can just jump in front of the turret and shield himself and the turret destroys itself. The other 2 heroes you should worry about are assassins, the worst being Psylocke, but closely followed by Iron Fist. Both received significant buffs in Season 2, and the team up between Emma Frost and Psylocke, allowing her to duplicate and one-shot you with no counterplay, is so strong that my clear recommendation is Psylocke or Emma Frost ban every ranked game. So if you face any of those 4 heroes, check if you can handle the enemy player's skill, and if you can't, don't ego and switch off. On the other hand, if you see that someone is picking Rocket, you 100 out of 100 times want to match it with your Punisher. It's the most broken team up ever, and the unlimited ammo makes it a piece of cake to deal with tanks, even if they receive healing. So that also means for me, I only play Punisher with a Raccoon as support. I feel like solo as a hero, his win rate is half as high. Best of course, if you do it with a friend. As already mentioned, communication is key, and your unlimited ammo needs to be dropped by the support on nice timing. One bonus tip, with the tool Exit Lag you can actually reduce your ping and have better performance, and it's really easy to use. Just search for the game, click it, press apply route, and it will automatically find the best servers for you, making sure that you have the most stable connection. And for me personally, it is decreasing my ping by 15 from 45 to around 30. So for me, it's a really solid investment, and currently they actually have a sale going on where you can get a 1-year subscription for 37% off. Link is in the description. Another must pick for Punisher is whenever you have to deal with those pesky flyers. While Storm, which single-handedly loses you games if she's undealt with, or Iron Man, which got crazy buffed for Season 2, and alongside the Hulk buffs will see a lot more play, which is also quite scary, is sometimes a Human Torch and you should deal with him fast. Let's talk a little bit about positioning in the fights. I would say you have 3 different modes. Mode 1 we call push. This means you ensure yourself to have backup from your healers and that Raccoon has ammo ready. You will then be right behind your tanks, sometimes even in front, and fend off the enemy's pressure with your shotgun. If enemy tanks are at like 60% HP, give a command to your Raccoon, and with the unlimited ammo you can then blast them even through healing. Mode 2 is when you are about 30 to 40 meters behind your tanks with at least a raccoon on your feet. You want to make sure that your line of sight is also mimicking a healer's line of sight, as if you want the pocket support from the raccoon, you still need to ensure that from your position he can also heal well. This position is the best to focus on off-position duelists or to target strategists to flip the fight. This is also a nice position to bait weak assassins like Spider-Man, Black Panther into your row, and if you have good communication with your rocket, you can handle those situations easy and you allow that those assassins can apply no pressure on the rest of your team. Mode 3 is the turret mode, in which you should always try to flank or get an off angle, as in the turret you will not require any additional support. So let's sum up all the hidden text that are not described in-game in the hero description. Punisher actually doesn't require a reload. He does have 2 weapons, and whenever you switch the weapon and let the other weapon stay for 3 seconds or longer in your backpack, it gets reloaded automatically. That means on a range of 5 meters you will prefer the shotgun, and the machine gun you want to use between 20 to 40 meters. Before you get hit by heavy fall-off damage. The turret, on the other hand, has no fall-off damage, and it even has a small splash radius, making it possible to kill enemies behind covers. While you're in the turret, you're CC immune, so it can be used to dodge ultimates, like Jeff's for example. With the turret, be aware to not place it on destructible ground, as this will, if the obstacle is destroyed, pack it in instantly. What you can do though is place your turret, for example, on a cart, and then it will move with it without destroying itself. The smoke screen can not only push you backwards, it can also push you forward. If you do a quick 180 spin to this efficiently, make sure to have a high DPI setting, allowing you to do it with a small wrist flick. The smoke can also be used to climb obstacles when you're trying to create off angles, for example with your turret. You just jump and then shoot the ground below you, and you will get lifted in the air, allowing you to reach higher spots. This same mechanic can also be used to escape a Jeff ult after he swallowed you. When he wants to throw you off the map, you just spam your smoke while looking at the ground directly, and you can leap back to the safety. The line can make you reach the battle again really fast if you jump off in the correct timing. This mechanic is so important, I made an own video about it for every map, so you should definitely check that one out. Important to note is that if you pick up the double jump from Rocket's E, then you cannot use the speed boost on the lines. But the double jump is still really strong on Punisher, as when he uses his ultimate, he basically instantly draws focus from the whole enemy team, or they start hiding behind objects. In either case, if you have the double jump in this moment, it helps you to survive or get some sneaky unexpected kills from the sky. Since the buff of Rocket's ultimate to also give higher heal and shields, it's best if you can time both ultimates to be used together for the extra survivability and damage output. Feels like the absolute S-tier god comp to me. Yeah guys, that was it with the end of the video. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. As always, I will try to answer everything in less than 24 hours. Cheers and see you in the next one.